Andrew, what's up? How's it going? It is a bank holiday tomorrow for me, which is pretty pogs. I never really paid much attention to bank holidays before I started working like properly, and now they're just like amazing. Now I can fully appreciate them. Now I can fully appreciate them. And thank you for that. That was much appreciated. You didn't have to. You could have just stopped at a year, you know. I did get my I don't know which payout. How many I've had now? That's not a humble brag. I just haven't been counting, but I did get one recently, which was pretty awesome. And completely unexpected, because I don't look at my revenue at all. Although I suppose it will come in handy. Oh, that reminds me, I need to activate my Amazon Prime thingy. I was thinking about taking advantage of Prime Student, the free trial, before my university email expires, or like before I lose access to it, because then I might as well just activate the trial, and then at least I'll have that for when I'm buying parts. So that might be useful. You know what I meant. Alvisto, what's up? How's it going? How is Python? Okay, so I'm a bit more prepared tonight. Not because I've been looking up all of the Tailwind documentation, but I've got this open. I've got the docs ready to go. I haven't looked at it really at all, but I think I know what I want to make. So basically, I'm going to try and recreate this type of format. It's not going to be exactly this because I want it to look a bit nicer than this. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and recreate it in Tailwind, like using a grid, and then I'll have text down here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday up here, and then I'll have to try and find some way to be able to block that in, and I'll basically just make up my own component. I could download this and see how they're doing it, but it might be fun to try and figure it out. The main thing I'm concerned about is like how you figure out where these blocks go. I think I might have a bit of an idea. I don't want it to be like a simple grid, because I suppose well, it is a grid. I don't know. We'll see. Going well, about to get into some. This is one of the words that I've read a lot, but I've never actually said out loud. Is it Django? I don't know how you pronounce it. Pronunciation. Django. Okay. Oh, there we go. Rhymes with Fango. Fang. Oh, the D is silent. Cool. Well, I learned something. Kim joins. What's up? Hello. Just an idea, but in CSS Grid you can name the tracks. How do you mean tracks? So if, oh, right, okay, right, gotcha. Like, so it'd be easy to insert block into that. Gotcha, okay. Cool, well, we'll see if we can figure that out. I'm guessing there is grid stuff here. So we'll have a look at how they're doing that. Heard you do some more work with Sam, celebrity status soon. Yes, it's been odd. Yeah, Harris, Hella, and Sam Woodall. They both have their own sort of like widget, community widget offerings, I guess. And yeah, it's been kind of interesting to see the different things that are available, or that the ideas that they have that they want for people, and it's been fun to take part in. So yeah, it's been pretty fun. You'll probably notice actually that I am in Sam's content clinic team now, which is pretty neat. I was wondering, I didn't want to join at first because I'm not really on the same level of content creating as like everyone else in the team, I don't think. But he wanted me to sort of get in because of all of the widgets and stuff. So yeah, I'm using the streams more as a learning thing. Right, so learning, as you can probably tell right now. Basically what I have at the moment, okay, so this kind of did work out from yesterday in terms of making the thing. So we've got the random game name. Let's try and break this down. So let me get rid of this actually, because that looks slick. Don't need that. Basically, oh god, I don't even know. There's all of these classes that are applying. Actually, we might be able to see exactly what is doing what. So max width small. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Max width SM is apparently 24 relative M units. Okay, so max W, okay, max width, right? And then SM. So I guess this could be MD. That just looks full width. Oh wait, that is full width. Wait, so what is... Unless those are... I guess these might be breakpoints. That would make sense. I could just look it up. That looks like a student-made version of the iPad calendar. I think it is, probably. It's probably inspired by... It's about the closest thing I can find to what I want. Like, I really can't find any pre-made components that are just the week calendar that I need for like the Twitch schedule. So I'll probably just have to make my own. I might be able to use the Twitch one as a sort of a basis for design as well. Okay, so it's not responsive, it's actually just the actual width. Okay, that's fine. I suppose these are probably like the actual screen sizes. And then we have margin X, auto. I suppose that's centering it. Flex, padding, background, border radius, and a shadow. Okay, so that's pretty easy to understand, I guess. The grid thing, let's look at that. I think this is the only thing I looked at earlier. I didn't get much further than this. Use grid codes and utilities to create grids with n equally sized columns. I'll give this a go. The really nice thing about these documentation is that you can literally just copy and paste it because the classes are going to be the same. Can I do... Oh, my emit's not working for some reason. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if that does the thing. Oh, looks like it did. There's definitely the semblance of grid there. That's so neat how it works out, or it takes the number from the class. But that's just like one row, so I don't think that would work. Unless, oh wait, so each of these are the columns. So if I said in each column, I wanted that to be let's just do 5 hours for now. So would I need to go 5 down there? And how would that work? So wait, if I do 9 to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I would need to go 7 down. I wonder if I could put another... No, I don't think I could fit a grid of that. What if I did... what is flex? Flex direction column. Flex col. Like this. And then that would stay inside its column, right? Yeah, like that, kind of. Wait, so if I go... For... Wait, I think I'm doing that wrong. Oh my god, did I forget how to do a for loop? It's been so long. Wait, is that, do I need the let less than or equal to 7? Less than 7, because I start at 0. No, that is right. Why is this giving me this then? Oh, because I need to actually do something. doesn't like that. Maybe, I don't think I can do a 4 like this. I think it has to be an actual map. What am I trying to do? I just want to repeat this 7 times so I don't have to copy paste it. But I'm pretty sure I can't just do a 4 like that. Can I? React for loop. Does it have to be map? Because I know I could do map, but I'm not really looping through an array. Maybe I could do for const I of 7. No, because in view you can do something like that. Like you can say I of 7 and it'll automatically know you want to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess I could do value to fill null. Zero 7. I'm probably just making this way more complicated than it needs to be. I want to see if this at least gives me what I'm looking for. Yassine, what's up? How's it going? This is React, yes. Yay. React is fun. I'm learning Tailwind at the same time, so sort of a double whammy. I'm gonna try without any gap. How you doing? How's your weekend been? Okay, so this would be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then 9 AM, 10, 11, blah blah blah. But that is a lot of copy pasta. So I am going to try and figure it out because that will be useful to know how you can do that. So much faster. Yes. For React for I loop. I'm gonna try that. Nice week, I'd say, except snacks are running out everywhere. Yeah, I definitely had that problem recently. But thankfully I got a restock, so all good. I am gonna try and ration though. Just because I don't want to go through that pain again. Whoops. Interesting, okay. If you didn't do this calendar in React, it would be so slow that people would have to schedule a week in advance so that viewers can see it. True. I mean, yes. It'd just take like a whole day to load. I don't get how to loop in JSX. This is so weird. So I'm pretty sure that my custom stuff has to go inside these brackets, right? And then what? Do I just do... But I can't do a for, can I? For let I equal 0, I less than 7. Unless... Okay, that doesn't work either. I wonder if I should make a function up here. Const rows, or time rows. And then I say, just return, no, return for let I equal 0, I less than 7, I increment, const result rows, rows push return rows, and then I call time rows here. Except maybe like that. Hey, it worked, kind of. So I had to do that up here, I think, and then call the function down here to actually do it. I don't think I could do this up here, but maybe I could. I'm gonna try. No, I don't think it likes that. Okay, well, good to know. Wait, what if I did function, anonymous function, return this? Oh, there you go. So if I did it as an anonymous function and then return the rows like this, that would be the equivalent of having a function up here. Wait, I don't think that actually worked. No, it didn't work. Never mind, ignore me. Why did that not work? It's scoped down here. Oh well. Let's just keep it clean and have a separate function up there. That's fine. I will put this on, actually no, I'll leave it like that. Let's say gap 0. How do you come up with names like pipe and triggerfire? Triggerfire is probably the best name I've come up with. Just because you can trigger, I don't know, it's just like a happy accident, because I was thinking of like triggering things. I didn't come up with that name initially. I think it was called something like media dashboard or something, and I went with that for a while, and then it was only like maybe a month in that I figured out the name, and this was all before I like announced it and everything, so it was good timing. And pipe, not really one of my best names, because it doesn't really have any reference to what it does. It's kind of obscure. I think I was reaching. It's literally just because I was thinking of like, I don't know, polygon pipe. but then you kind of pretty much lose the entire word polygon to just P, so there's not really any meaningful name there or anything. I was just couldn't think of anything else. But it's a short name, and I don't know. There's some possibilities to make it sound cooler. If I was planning to make like a public gallery kind of thing where people can share their hype cup designs and then like share the wireframe that goes with it, I think that might be quite cool. And then I could play with the name a bit. Maybe, I don't know, something else. I just spent 5 minutes wondering why my tailwind wasn't working. I was just typing in the class names but not adding them to the class on the element. So dumb. Wait, are you tailwinding right now? We're like pair programming. Awesome. Now you can help me figure out this calendar. Just kidding. Okay, so this is standard Bootstrap stuff, right? So margin 2, vertical padding 2, horizontal padding 4. That's cool. Can you go beyond 5? You can, nice. So I get rid of that, it just becomes super thin. Okay, that's fine. There's still, oh, that will be the, this is weird because at work I use Chrome and the colors for Chrome are completely different. I think they're like orange and green. I don't think I've actually, margin, okay, margin is yellow, padding is, I don't know what color that is. Purple. Blurple. Probably. I'm still very confused about how things like responsive design works. What I've noticed is that they have quite a lot of breakpoint classes, which is pretty cool. So you should be able to do something like py, I think it's py MD2. So py2 only applies at medium breakpoint and above kind of thing. And then you can do like, I don't know, pysm4 or something. So you might just have to insert those classes everywhere. Probably, I don't know. The HT Brown, what's up? I've got the hang of responsive design with CSS works, but it took me a while. Yeah, the utility classes definitely come in handy for this responsive design. Things like columns are super helpful, just when putting things onto separate lines at different breakpoints. I can't imagine doing, I guess, well, yeah, you can do Bootstrap from complete scratch, but the utility classes definitely speed things up a lot. I think columns are the single biggest thing, probably. Having like a container that you know will size to the different screens and put your content in different places. I feel like a utility for each breakpoint could get insane. I think it depends. Like, that could be a thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to make this 100% responsive because I don't imagine... Well, I mean, we'll see how much responsive Tailwind offers. But yeah, I need to figure out this. Because it actually didn't do what I wanted it to do, I don't think. Or did it? Ah, okay. Here's a problem. Valid. What? Does it need to be class name? I guess it does? But everything seems to be applying fine. Oh, okay. If you look at their homepage, about halfway down, there's a pretty cool demo that cleared it up for me instantly. Oh, is that the one where they type it in? Designed to be customized. Wait. Responsive to the core. Oh, gotcha, okay. Okay, yeah. So, kind of pretty much like Bootstrap, except this definitely looks a lot clearer to read because it's got the thing at the front. There's probably ways to be able to group your stuff together and then maybe just spit it out into class, like when it compiles, so you don't have to like fill in everything in the same line. It's probably a way to do that, to keep things in like blocks. We need a key, don't we? How did it know? Can I do key equals I? That should get rid of that error. Okay, so we have the 7 rows, which is here, grid col 7, and then we have time rows, which is this function, which should spit out these rows, but for some reason we're only getting wait, is that right? Why is there only 3? Oh, because, right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Loops, man. Cool, that filled up the whole screen. So now I'm going to try putting this all inside one container so it's not like taking up the full entire width. Maybe I should try using this rounded thing that this card sort of thing that we have going on up there. That would be this. So that's the max width. So let's try applying that. Maybe on here. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Can I go MD? MX Auto? No? Oh, maybe I need flex to go with it. Oh wait, I think I typed it outside. Wow. MX Auto. So yeah, that's kind of a container. It's a bit squashed. Let's say the max width XL. It's looking a bit better. What goes past XL? Pretty sure. Is it XXL? It was a max width. Oh, it just goes into numbers. 2XL, 3XL, 4XL, 5XL. Let's try 2XL. Okay, that looks cool. So, how did we have that? We had 2XL MX Auto. And then, what if we want to round off the edges slightly? That would be the rounded class, I think. So rounded XL. No, it's a different class, I think. Wait, no, rounded LG. So why didn't that work? Unless I don't have a rounded XL, maybe it just goes up to LG. No? Does it not want to apply? Do I need to wrap this inside something else? Oh, hang on. Maybe it's because this is the actual content. So I'd have to do it on here. Or not? That's weird. So if I did rounded XL, no. Rounded LG. Oh, so it did work. But if I want to apply it to the whole thing, I guess it might not work. What if I wrap everything in one giant div? Let's try it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Class name. Rounded LG. No, because now it's taking up, now it's this and not the actual content that it's in. Okay, fair enough. BG Gray 200. Okay, so there's the actual rounded. What if I did What if the max width was on here? Not here. Still no. I think it's actually that max width that's not letting it work. So if I took that out, oh no, it's still doing it. It's still straight on the sides. It's not that big a deal, but it'd be nice to figure out. Where was I typing? Max width LG. So if this was something like it's whatever. Wait, I wonder if it's because it is rounded, but it's overflowing. Can I do overflow hidden? Wait, what is the thing for it? Overflow. Oh, it's overflow hidden, but it didn't work. Oh, no, because it would need to go here. Rounded, LG, overflow, hidden. There we go. Though it's probably going to, my OCD is gonna, I don't have OCD, but the fact that these ones on the corner have straight corners and then it's rounded, that's slightly annoying, but it's really not that noticeable. Okay, so that means that this doesn't need to be on a thing. And then I just do that. And then I go rounded, LG, overflow, hidden. I almost cancelled use the rod right now. You're lucky I retracted that. I'm lucky I retracted that. Hey, at least I automatically knew what the overflow class was. Basically a Tailwind Pro right now. So pro. I don't know if this is even the right way to get around to achieve what I'm looking for, but it is kind of nice to be able to say, this is my target, let's try and get close to it using Tailwind. I think that's a pretty good exercise. I'm chuckling along too, I'm starting to get it. What are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? Is this your, oh, you said you're not doing it for your capstone. Is this for your other project that you mentioned? Or are you just making something random? We're just building a page. Oh, okay, nice. You should make the landing page for your thing, or something that you might be able to recycle into a landing page. I'm gonna try and get rid of this. So I want to get rid of this PY. No, I need the PY. So what's the thing? The yellow is the margin. Oh, okay, so that's the margin 2. So if I say keep the margin horizontal, but I want margin Y to be nothing, and that should bring that together. So if I did that same over here, that should put them next to each other. So if I turn MX M2 into MX2, I just realized I would probably need a loop inside a loop, right? Oh god, that's going to be super confusing. I'm not going to do that just yet because I don't want to. But okay. Well, it's kind of all together now. Why not just use grid? Is this not grid? Well, I guess it's not because I'm just doing divs. But it's... Am I not able to use grid with Tailwind? Well, I suppose CSS grid. Oh. Tailwind supports grid. It's near the bottom of the docs. Wait, this is what I already have, I think. Grid calls 7 is this. But I guess I need a grid inside a grid. Oh, it's near the top. Wait, what? Oh, that is grid. So we are talking about the same thing. I think I do have, I think this is a grid. It's definitely using the grid template columns thing, but then inside I don't have grids. Maybe I should do a grid inside a grid. I don't know. I have divs for each of these rows. Wait, I need to reference this design again. Everything is like packed together and then it just has borders. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I think I need the hours to be connected though, but the days don't necessarily need to be together. I'm not actually sure what kind of design I'm going for, to be honest. One thing I do want to know is how do you do first child? First and last child. Tailwind includes first class support for styling elements. So is this, the whole like hovering thing, that's something that I'm curious about because obviously you can't, well, I don't know. Oh, you just stick it in front? That's super helpful. Just the first prefix? Oh. Nice. Okay. So I could say in here. Wait. first. Margin top 3. No. Or does it need to be here? It didn't like that. Oh. Wait, does this actually work if I do it without first? Yes. Although it should be 2, not 3. I guess I could just do that, because right now everything's like I'm doing it manually anyway. This probably doesn't need to be manual. So if I did that, and then I did this, okay, so that's like that. I didn't actually see the documentation for first. Let me see. First. I'm not sure which element to apply it to. Oh, now it's all gone. Focus, focus. That's super cool. Can you do transition? I want to try this actually. Let me stick this here. I'm guessing transition would just be transition hyphen and then maybe a number. Let's see. Transition. Ooh. So, like this. What? That's awesome. And I didn't have to write any CSS for that. So if I wanted to turn this into an actual button, let me stick some padding, like px or py2, text, say white 300, text XL. What does that make? Nice, okay. And then I go rounded XL, BG blue, 800. Ah, okay. My rounded thing didn't apply though. Do I need another overflow hidden? It'd be weird if I did. No, that just didn't apply at all. Oh, maybe because it's a button? No, should have applied. Oh, XL doesn't exist. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I turned that into XL. Rounded LG. Ah, okay. Nice. Good to know. It would be nice if XL did exist, and then that would just turn it into like a pill, because I'm pretty sure I could go more than that. Yeah. That's weird that that doesn't exist. You could make it. Oh yeah, that might be a good thing to see how we can extend. Oh, it's just rounded full. Okay. I had a feeling that they'd already thought of that. So that just turns it into a pill. And they use rounded 9999 px because doing round border radius 100% would turn it into, yeah, an oval, which is interesting. Border radius is line 176 in the config. Oh, right, in the tailwind config that we set up yesterday. Ah, okay, gotcha. I just updated mine. Very cool. Nice. Ah, so yeah, you can add your own bits, and then that'll be the styling. It'd be pretty awesome to see what kind of tailwind config, like a much bigger site that's, you know, that's been using Tailwind for a while, has like all the custom tweaks and overrides that they have. It's the fonts. I'm gonna try the color again, because we didn't get that working yesterday. So if I say Andrew, does it need to be? I don't think it if it's not an object, maybe it doesn't have those shades. So what if I do Andrew, and then I just say red, assuming these are just CSS colors. Now, if I save that, and then I go back to games, and I say default background be BG Andrew. Oh, it didn't work. I think you might need to build. Okay, let's try it. While it's starting again, I'm gonna go make a tea, because I need tea. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, that should have built. Ah, it did work. Nice. That's awesome. I don't feel like having to restart. What's it called? I'm going to restart the development server every time I do that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can where is I mean, how often are you really going to be updating the config? I feel like the further you get into a project, the less you need to add new styles. That is true. But I want to... I know that I think I can use something like nodemon to just automatically run the Tailwind build if I set it to watch this file, and then every time I update this file, just rebuild it. Because I feel like I might have done something similar on a different project, but for something else. And I think that might be super useful. But I can't remember if nodemon was only for re-executing node, like when I had it on my other server. I'm gonna try it because that might be useful. I think I can set it to execute a script and set it to watch a single file, and then we'll just want it to do this. Or maybe I can just set it to execute this script. Okay, while that's installing, nodemon watch single file. Okay, so do that. And then execute script. Execute script. exec npm. Okay, so I might just need to combine these two things. So let's see if we can work this out. So nodemon watch I do let's just try it from here for now. Node mon watch, and then my source file is tailwind config, and that's already in the root. So watch that, and then exec npm build tailwind. Oh, okay. Well, that might be an issue. Wait, what? Why is it not? It is here. Now I'm running it. I think this was a similar issue I had to when I was trying to webpack stuff. Oh, apparently I need to install it globally, or I can run it as a script. Okay. So if I say, okay, so it only works if I do this. Node. Let's just call it tailwind. Why not? Node mon watch tailwind config JS execute npm build tailwind, then go npm tailwind. Oh. What? Oh, npm run tailwind. Yeah, I did not like that. Maybe it needs to be run build tailwind. Hey, I think this might actually work. So if I go back to Andrew, that's red right now. But then if I make this, say, purple, and then I save, it runs that again. finished, and I refresh, now it's purple. Awesome. I'm quickly just going to test that updating a different file doesn't cause that to rebuild, because that's not what I want. So let me change, say, the blue to be orange. Cool. So that should have updated this. Any second. Nice. And this stayed the same. Awesome. Okay. I could go a step further and then combine those two scripts to just run when I do npm start, but we're just going to leave it as that for now. So I just need to run npm run tailwind to watch the tailwind file and just rebuild every time I update it. Then I don't need to restart the development server. I could equally have just run the command myself, but where's the fun in that? That's a potentially useful setup for the future. Close that. Okay. So let me set this to be rounded full. Actually, just rounded large. Don't need the overflow hidden. Click that, didn't do anything yet. So this would be the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I've got the hours, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. And then I would need a way to be able to say from 2 to 3, and then have those blocks colored in. But I don't think I want the blocks fully colored in. I want it to be sort of, I don't know, like a line inside it, or maybe like a pill, a vertical pill. That could look quite cool. I'll have to work out how to do that. I think I might be able to just have the div inside it. And then offset it slightly, and that might work. I could just do like a top 5, left 5 or something, and that would achieve sort of the style that I'm looking for. But we'll see. Right now, I think what I'll do is dial it back on the Tailwind events, see if I can hook the React button up to the generate button, so I can get a new game every time I press it. So how should we do that? Let's say, should we make our own button? I guess we should. Why not? Let's center this. I feel like that's a cheeky way to center stuff. Maybe I should be using... Well, flexbox is annoying because I suppose if I... Well, no. is valid, I think. Possibly. I use flex for everything now, probably too much. Even text, justify center instead of text center. You can never have too much flex box. I refuse to believe. Well, I don't think that even worked, so that's fine. So I think do I need to wrap this in a div? Well, I could just put it under here. Actually, no, I can't do that. I am confused as to why sometimes I can write class and then I guess it complains if I write class, but it still works. I don't know. So is it justify center? Or does it justify content center? Like Bootstrap? Let's look it up. It's just justify center? What if you need to do justify items? Although I've never actually done justify items before. Did they just take that out entirely? Oh, okay, it's just justify center. Makes sense. Justify center. Oh, whoops, I forgot. I'm over here now, aren't I? And let's say margin 2. There's still item flexing, self-center, tailwind. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Not really digging that purple. Let's change it back. So we say Andrew is gotta do the dishes. Alright, sounds good. I'm probably not going to be on for too much longer. It's almost 12. But yeah, it was good to go through this. I took out Andrew. Sorry, Andrew. Took out your color. It's rebuilding. I'm still surprised that worked. Apparently when you're 28 years old, don't live with your parents, I guess there's chores or whatever. Oh yeah. Dishes, I don't know what those are. I just, you know, there's this metal thing, I just put the plates in there and then they're magically clean again the next morning. I'm about to blow your mind. I forgot what I was doing. Alright. So I took out Andrew, so that's no longer a thing. I should probably keep the classes bunched together. There's probably like best practice for how you should arrange your classes. not just stack them on the end. BG blue, let's say 800 and blue 500. The text should be white 700. Let's keep it 300, and then we won't have a hover effect on that. No hover effect on the text. Actually, I'll just do that. Nice. I'm going to pump this up to 4, and I'm going to say generate, or no, reroll. Reroll. Meanwhile, I'm going to turn this into, I'll just leave it alone actually. I just realised that I need to drink my tea. Okay, so when we click this, I can understand why you would want to put these on separate lines now actually. Let's do that, even though I usually don't like doing it. Probably pays to be organized. On click, reroll. Wants to reroll. So I'm going to need to import use state from React, and then I'm going to want to say game set game equals use state, and because it's a string I can just say empty string to start with, and then when we start out we get a random game, and then I do set game random game, and this will contain, so random game is an object that contains the game name and the box art. So then I can say, when I reroll, wait, this isn't a string then, this needs to be an object. I don't know if I can do an object, but we'll see, I guess. If I do reroll, it should just do this again. So maybe I should just do that and then do this. I might not be able to call this function unless it's higher up. Maybe that. The game will be down here. Game.name. That'll be this. So that should change when I press reroll. Let's see if that all connected up the way I imagined it would. Nope. Too many re-renders. React limits the number of renders to prevent an infinite loop. Oh, hang on. I think the on-click needs to be more like this. Nope. I think I'm missing something. Let's not do that. Let's not assign it anything yet. Well, actually, let's assign it console log clicked. Okay, so it's having issues with this then. So I think what I need to do, let me take this out. Ditto, what's up? Ditto? I don't think I ever asked you how you pronounce your name. Ditto Design. What's up? How's it going? Okay, so is the calling this off the bat doesn't work. I might need to use effects. Use FFE. Nope. Use effects. Then I go use effects like this, and then put reroll in there. Reroll. Are you happy with that? Oh my god, what is it doing? Nope. Need to put a check in there. That was scary. Okay, so now it's on a dependency. Let's give it itself as a dependency. And then let's say on click reroll. Oh, what? I think this does need to be empty then. Let's see. Hey, it works. So when I click reroll, it will set a new game. Okay, one last thing I'm probably going to do before I start to head off is add the box art. We'll see how I can do that. I know you're kind of busy with all your projects with stream elements, but do you also do commissions? It depends on the commission. Generally, I say no at the moment because I am quite busy with projects, but more so with actual real life work, which is, yeah, pretty much my entire week. So I try not to make commitments that I probably can't be held to. There is the Stream Elements Streamers Market, where I'm pretty sure they have a coder section, so you might be able to have a look there. You might have more luck there. But I appreciate the inquiry. If it's like a tweak for a widget that's already been made, it might be possible, but yeah, you might have a better experience with someone who can like dedicate their time to it and stuff like that. I'm a celebrity now. Oh god. I promise I won't let the fame get to my head. It would be more on the off-stream start commission. Off-stream, interesting. I'm sure Andrew's up for a commission at the moment. Seems interested. Kappa. Not anything streaming related? That does sound interesting because most of the inquiries that I get are all streaming related. Would it be like a website? Or is this more like software kind of thing? For example, websites. Ah, okay. I don't know if I'm the best person to go for that at the moment, because that's sort of something I'm actively working on. But yeah, hopefully that might be a thing in the future, and we'll see. Got the reroll working. What I think I'm gonna do is get the box art showing, and then let's see. Have you heard of Wix.com? Oh god. Oh, speaking of, have you heard of Strappy? It's something I want to look into. No interest in Wix. I'm pretty sure Andrew was just joking, don't worry. I don't think anyone would want to recommend Wix. Strappy looks interesting. I had it bookmarked because I want to check it out at some point. It's, from what I've heard, it's pretty much the JavaScript node equivalent of WordPress, which is pretty pog because WordPress is like, I don't know, 50% of the internet. And also this page is like pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Let's see. I'm gonna try and get the image to appear. So let me do div image source game box art URL dot replace width 400 replace height 300. No, it's the wrong way around. 300, and then close that. class name. If this works, this is gonna be amazing. Rounded full. And then class name. Padding, no, margin 4. Game.box size URL is undefined. Thought it might be. Where is my games.json? Sometimes edit stuff in PHP and JavaScript, but I have not really an idea of what I'm doing. I think most of us started out that way. That's kind of how you get into it, I guess. Because then you're like, you start making connections as to what is what. And that's how you become a programmer. Pretty much. Console log random game. Oh, it's having issues. I don't think it wants to know what boxsite.url is, which is weird. There it is, boxsite URL. Oh, maybe it's because it doesn't exist yet. So I need like a picture for it to start off with. Maybe I can do this. So if that exists, then do that. Otherwise, use what is the default like Twitch? I need like a default Twitch. Game doesn't exist thing. You'd be surprised at how easy you're able to copy paste. Full-time graphic designer in a countryside in Europe. Oh, that sounds idyllic. I don't do 3D anymore. Looking for a dev to work with to bring your designs. Ah, okay. Nice. That sounds like a pretty much an ideal collaboration with a developer, because most devs, I would say, aren't graphic designers. Obviously you need designs for the thing, so it's sort of a mutual collaboration in a sense. I need games. Quadrilateral cowboy. Let's copy this. Try Upwork. I'm surprised you're still promoting Upwork considering you got banned Kappa. 1.3 300 times 1.3. Okay, it is 400. I'm not going crazy. $300 by 400. Oh my god. What the heck? Wait, why did it not pick up the other pictures? Also, why is it not just a circle? Oh, maybe it's because it's rounded full. What's... rounded border radius, rounded I just want rounded 100%. Weird. I thought about that just the other day and got rage induced. Oh god. Yeah, it's an interesting site. I haven't checked it out too much myself, but going off of what you mentioned. Oh, I need, if I set a specific height like this, then it will become rounded. Use rounded fill utility to create pales and circles. When I play my own stream, oh, I am. Whoops. It's because I went to go search for quadrilateral cowboy, and for some reason my stream has been popped out into a own thing. Yikes. Rounded full. That's more circle looking, but not exactly. Whatever. Oh, there we go. It's just because some of them didn't have actual art. Oh, and I'm guessing it gets squashed in when the text becomes too long. So if I make this medium or 2XL, that's still squashed. I give it a min height? Min width? Nope. Oh well. At least I got this far. I got this far. Maybe I do height 32 with 32. No, didn't like that. Height 16 with 16. Oh, that's just out of the actual thing. Okay, makes sense. It's all fine until it goes onto separate lines. Then it just gets all squished up. I'm pretty sure that's... maybe it's the roundedness. Oh, it's just because it's trying to be responsive. That's fine. Whatever. I mean, we're slowly getting there somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but... right. I think this is a good place to finish up the stream. We did get to grips with more Tailwind, which was awesome. I made the thing watch the Tailwind file, so every time we make a change to this file, it will rebuild it, so we don't need to manually run the command every time, which is pretty cool. So that's good. And then also, yeah, just getting to grips with using Tailwind utility classes, which has been really helpful actually, because I don't have to sit there and manually write CSS, and it's all standardized. So reminds me of the Wheelhouse, where you can randomly pick a game out of your Steam library. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. That must be good for like chewing through all of those collected games. You're just collecting them and never playing them. I wanted to have a landing page to show you by the end of the stream. Alright, let's see. Tail Chaser. It's a free open source framework. Nice. I like that header. It's very cool. It'd be interesting to see if you could make like a nice sticky header kind of thing using only Tailwind. I guess you could. It would probably just be position sticky. I'm not sure if you could like get it to change depending on when you scroll. I don't think Tailwind. I would be very surprised if Tailwind had any sort of thing for that. That sounds like a JavaScript thing. Buttons have no margin. Oh, there is. Oh, I keep getting surprised. Oh wait, this is just position for like sticky. Okay, yeah. Well, I kind of expected this, but I don't know if you can like get things to change when you scroll. No, that would need JavaScript. That makes sense. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. As usual, it's been fun. I might stream tomorrow. I do have a day off tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. But yes, otherwise I will be back probably next weekend, continuing on with this. Confused as to how you mean, or like have it turn a different color? Yeah, or maybe just shrink down a bit. I know sticky headers, well, the sticky headers that I've been doing at work, usually, we have them like a proper header at like the top, and then when you scroll down, it like changes design slightly, so it like gets squashed in a bit, or buttons disappear, or the logo gets shrunk down, that kind of thing. But I'm pretty sure you can only do that with JavaScript. Doubt you can do that with pure Tailwind. Right. Yes. I will catch you next time. Ditto, Andrew, have a great week ahead of you, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.